Hiya guys, I just want to do a quick little video about anti-hijack with your car. So I've got a Saab 9.3, but it should have a similar system to Vauxhalls, Fiat's, Alphas, quite a lot of modern cars, where when you set the alarm and immobiliser with the key fob, you can actually choose to turn off the inside sensors. So effectively what you're going to be doing is you're going to be locking yourself inside the car, but the interior sensors that would sense movement are switched off. So the only way to set the alarm off is to open a door. And of course what's also going to happen is the door handles and the inside switches to unlock it won't unlock. So that means if anybody accosts you, the only way that they can actually unlock the doors isn't through smashing windows, reaching in and grabbing door handles. It'll be through either the key fob or, in my case, through a keypad with a category 1 alarm, where the actual key is completely deactivated as well. So I'll just run you through it. Right, so we're in a car. I'll just unlock the doors. I'll open the door as well. In fact, I'm going to change the camera view. Okay, so we're in the car. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open the door and close it so that we've got a fresh demonstration. Now, if I don't do anything special and just lock the doors, obviously the central locking's done, the door won't open. But if somebody smashes the glass, they can reach in and they can unlock the driver's door, which is so. Or they could reach in and they could do the same with the central locking control and it would just open the car. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to put the key into the ignition and we're going to turn it to the on position as though you were going to get ready to start the car. Next thing, I'm going to be using the info and set buttons on the steering wheel, and I'm going to be looking at the screen. This is a Saab 9.3 Vector that's got SID 2 for the Saab enthusiasts, but Fords, Vauxhalls, loads of different cars have this particular setting, and all it is you're going to go through the screen of all the stuff: fuel, distance to empty, temperature, settings, press and hold the set button inside the scrollers for the computer, and you'll notice that the first thing that we see is theft alarm. And if I press set again, it lets me choose between full alarm or door only. So we're going to select door only and hit set, and then we're going to escape that and we're back to the normal screen. So the next time you get out the car and lock it with the key fob, it's going to only activate the alarm perimeter sensors that would go off if the doors were opened, but it won't go off if the windows get smashed, and it won't go off if there's people inside moving around, which is what you want. So next thing to do is we're going to turn the ignition off, we're going to pretend that we've got out the car, and we're going to lock everything. Okay, so the interior lights have all gone off even though the thing's still open. The interior light's gone off up there even though the light is on, the permanent on thing as well, just so that everybody knows. And of course I can't switch it back on either because the car's deadlocked. So now if somebody tries to reach in, this won't do anything. That's the central locking switches, and the door's still locked. And also here, if we open it up, say if the window got smashed through and somebody does this, the door still won't unlock. And the only way to get this working again is to use the key ring remote control and actually get that going there. Press to unlock the car, and of course the doors unlock. If I hadn't have set the interior sensors to door only on the alarm, my movement would have set the alarm off. So we'll go through it again. Keys in, turn to position, or as though the engine, in fact I'll start the engine running as well. So we've got the engine running now. Wait for the checks, go through all your gadgets until you get to settings. I'm using the steering wheel controls to go through until you get to settings, which is there. Press and hold, and then I could go through all the other settings, but I'm not bothered about those. I'm going to go to full alarm. This turns back to full alarm after one go, by the way, guys. So the next time you unlock the car and lock it, it'll go back to full. It does that every time. So full, door only, press set, press back out of your menus and you're back in your normal thing. Turn your car off and then lock it. And now everything's gone dead. The alarm light's on the dashboard, which you could probably see just here and reflects in here. And the doors are locked. The locking remote switch doesn't work inside the car, and nor does the handle. And with my car, I've actually got a keypad hidden somewhere under the dashboard, so that the keys now are actually deactivated as well. If I want to, I can go in and do an extra setting and deactivate the keys. If you get accosted by anybody that's trying to break into your car, you might want to dismantle the key, you might want to take the battery out, you might want to stick it down your trousers, or do anything you want to make sure that whoever it is that's trying to get in and kidnap you doesn't get into the car, and then simply press to unlock again and you're out. Last thing I forgot to mention as well is you could actually get a dummy key. You can get, I mean, for Saab for example, and I mean practically every brand, you can jump on Amazon and eBay or go to garage sites and whatnot online, and you can buy empty brand new carcasses of these that you're supposed to prise it open like you're about to change the battery, and then swap the circuit board and the battery straight over as one little clip. So you could actually buy a decoy one of these, some random keys that aren't really to do with your property or anything, and just have them as a dummy set, so that if anybody tries to get into the car and snatch the keys, nothing's going to happen and they're just going to be stumped. And equally, if they smash the window to try and get in through deadlocking, that's not going to work either. So you should hopefully be safe. The only way they'd be able to get you physically out of the car is either if you agree to unlock it however way you're going to do it, or if they end up having to drag you through the glass. And I mean, me personally, I'm what, 20 stone? I can't see them getting a fat bloke through, especially if I act like dead weight. But amongst the smaller people and lighter people out there, just be wary of those things as well. So get yourself an empty key fob carcass, and then pop it in your ignition if you're under threat, and then it's just acting as though it's the real one, but for some reason it doesn't work.